All right, so I was actually just going to install this, but I thought I would throw a video together for this anyway. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I will show you. So I have an Elgato Wave 3, actually, as my boy G likes to say, Elgato Wave 3. And they should pay me royalties. Give me a new mic, whatever. Anyway, so I actually sit right next to the heater in the basement. I actually have the door open and everything. And you would normally hear stuff, but let's see what happens. I'm not sure if you can hear that in the background, but the noise removal, nice easy noise removal, right? And I also use a D gate. Let's go back in there. D gate is pretty cool. Bring it over here for you. So as you see, it's going like this, but I'm actually clapping my hands. See the bars moving. Now you can hear me clap because I'm also talking, but so anyway, I can cough, I can sniffle. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so it does cut your voice off. It kind of robotics you a little bit. So I apologize. Anyway, let's get to it. So I reinstalled Altiris in Hyper-V, and that's fine. I think I closed the browser, so I did. So I'm on my Altiris server. So let's do Google, and I searched for. It is a little slow. This is a dual NIC. Altiris is running dual NICs, and it's fighting with the proxies, but it's working. So I'm happy. It's a lab. So Altiris 8.7.1 point fixes. Okay, and as you see, I was just here. Now you can read through. What point fixes do you want? What point fixes do you need? Are you having issues? Do you even need to? I say yes. You should always upgrade. You should always have the latest if you can. Companies can have processes that get in the way and take forever. We're currently on a 6-month discussion with our QA people and documents and what they want and this and that. And frankly, it's frustrating. I mean, yeah, I'm putting it out there up here. And I'm allowed to say that. Nobody can give me a hard time for that. 6 months, really? As of our document, the point fixes have changed. And I didn't. One of the guys I work with, I mean, he does good. In our process, he hard-coded the scripts. The EXEs, the zips down here. Well, they're not even here anymore. So we have to upgrade to that version just so we don't re-change crap. And we can get moving, and then we'll do a point fix upgrade later. Anyway, so here we go. SMA, ITA, you can read through up here, like patch management fixes with Red Hat, DS, boot to task, upgrade SMA on SMP, unable to get policies. That's a biggie for task servers. And you read through here. I know there was one here. Inventory solution licenses not being released. That's a big, important one. So my point is just do them all. So I have them downloaded. Let me close out of here for you. All right, so yeah, see, I had 2 networks. This one, let's call 10 gigabyte external. All right. Now, so I did the downloads of all the files, and I unzipped them. Here they are, right? So I'm going to start at the top. SMF, and you can hit the readme, but what's going to happen, make sure it didn't do it. Okay, if there's a backup folder, it'll fail. So you run the installers. This is nice. They create a PF installer 2 on all of them, and as you see here, it detects what you have. I don't have a tight task server running here, notification server, so here we go. So we'll go ahead, it's going to run through, it'll stop services, start services, it'll install, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to pause it so you don't get the monotonous crap. And we will continue when it matters. So there we go. Operation completed with 0 errors, 0 warnings. And if you notice, create a backup. Now, if you rerun this, it'll then actually, I'm sorry, you don't have to even rerun it. It's right here, uninstall. The way the uninstall works, close that out, is in this folder, it created a backup of your stuff. So we're good to go. Okay, so SMF is done. Let's go SMW. Same thing. Run that installer. It found notification server, workflow server, hit install. So we did SMP, which were these. SMF, unable to edit software release names. Software management framework fixes. That's a biggie. Okay. While that's running, let's take a look at the next one we're going to do. Will be ITA. We'll get ready. ITA fixes, if they're up here, I think. SMP, TSM, ITA. Error saving report server when configuring IT analytics, which I'm not using. User is now able to add reporting services, blah, blah. SQL Server reporting services are used. I do want to learn IT analytics, workflow, and stuff. So that maybe that's something I start to dive into. Anyway, we're done here. So close there. Do ITA. Hit install. Hopefully it's quick. Of course, it's got to stop and start services. Patch management. So on patch is pretty important. That's Red Hat. So really, if you're not in Red Hat, you don't have to do it. But, why not have the latest of everything installed? Okay, now we're back. And we'll get this one going. Do patch. Here we go. Install. Maybe we'll set up a package server. I don't know. I mean, I'm actually firing up another Hyper-V server, so because I don't know how you put them together. So I got to figure out if I want to do shared storage and do clustering. I frankly don't care about learning it. It would be cool. I don't know what I want to run for shared storage. TrueNAS. It used to be FreeNAS. Now it's TrueNAS. I don't think it supports my 10 gig NIC, so it can go scratch. They don't care because I'm not buying it, so it's free. All right, so that's done. Remote task server. We don't have any, but we're going to go ahead and do this. There is, when we're done, we'll have to find it. So task server and package servers, their agent upgrades are not in the standard place. They're kind of, really hidden, and it's a pain in the ass. Also the task service requires .NET 4.8, which by default was not installed on our servers at work. SMA, that's software management, I believe. Let's see what we have there. SMP, SMA. They're kind of bunched together. SMA doesn't respect download throttling limits. It doesn't respect it. Nice. I think SMA and SMF kind of work together, so it is what it is. All right, operation completed. Now, mind you, doing all of this, what you're going to find out is you have new sub-agents to deploy. We'll take a look at the agents before. We'll take a screenshot. We'll bump the server. We'll get it to go, and we will go. Now, I did do a YouTube video on bringing my lab back to life. It's been down for like over 2 years. And not only did I bring it back to life, upgrade to 8.7, and I did point fixes already. And that was in the ESXi. So you can watch that. You can bypass this. This is in the Hyper-V environment. As you see, I have my other machines over here. I have my home SEER, home automation, Rigs Plex, Rigs Family. That's my file server. With running StableBit, I've done a video on that. And we're at Hyper 1. I'm going to do Hyper 2 next. Errors occurred. Press enter key to exit. Ooh. Wonder what happened. Let's try and install again. Enter. Exit. Point fix processing. Compilation. Oh, Microsoft VSA DLL could not be found. So maybe we'll have a problem with it. But it says press enter key to exit. It's not going to let us. I've never had that. I've never had a failure. Please wait for operation. We're just going to go give it a friendly task. All right. So SMA failed. I'm going to drop that right on the desktop. Oh, copy here. SMA, we're going to do deployment server or solution, whatever and whatever it is. All right. The DS and ECV is a good one. It should be down towards the bottom. ITMS filters can be overwritten, changing the filter definition. Both SMA and ECV point fix must be installed. We had that problem. Unable to see some icons after installing point fix. High memory usage caused by VAC. That's it. Oh, what is that? I want to find out what that is. I like, sometimes you find out some interesting stuff. You're like, whoa. Because you know what tables you're used to. So while this is going, we're going to SQL here. Okay. Operation completed. This is on deployment solution. Now we have ECV. Now what's interesting is I don't know if you need to run the point fix installer on, say, a test server. All I do is I just enable the agent upgrades, and that's it. I don't do this. I don't run the actual point fix on them. I got too many of them. I ain't got that kind of time. Not paid by the hour. I'm salary. Means I can work harder, get more done. All right. While that's installed, let's jump back to that Windows 11 box. All right, recover selected files. Installing. We'll connect. Up, it's done. But still, connect. I want to see this real quick. Got to sidetrack now and then. Select star from. Oh. It won't let me copy, will it? All right, so we'll get back to that in a second. So ECV installed. And we only have one more left, ULM. Well, we gotta get back to SMA. If it doesn't install again, that's fine. We'll figure it out another day if we're actually having a problem. All right, so what I want to see is on this server. Start from, oh, you know what? If we change this, like we're supposed to, it may auto-populate VAC computer. Product no asset. Let's see what we have. Execute. Software product name. I'd look in that where computer license and usage by product. Untracked. I don't have asset management, so. It might have been worthless. Anyway, we're done. We actually have a log file and whatnot. It's installing. I'll pause you while I go look at my second hypervisor. All right, we have the same error. Microsoft VSA DLL could not be found. We'll just minimize that. We'll worry about that another day. So let's do the one thing I was talking about, which now will be bring up our Windows 11 box. We'll bring up Altiris. change our video resolution. 1280, 16:9. Keep, go higher. 16:12. Keep. Can we go 1680? I think 19 would be too much. Keep. All right, well, we'll keep it. All right, so here we are, Windows 11. Let's take, and let me go to my regular. Screw that. Let's go print screen. Oh, not yet. Agent settings. And down the bottom, just stretch that out just to have it. I just want this. All right. So we have that now, right? Now, let's minimize it. Bring up Altiris. Down. Okay. This is what happens with labs all the time. It's so fun. I can get to it from here. I might have to reboot. I normally don't have to. Refuse to connect. All right, we're going to have to reboot the server. Give it a little sanitation kick. All right. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to go through and give a policy and filter update to help things along because, as I said, we should have new sub-agents that need to go. Now, if you followed my video, one of the videos, I go through and I enable the install and the upgrade policies. One of the things is when you go through upgrades, you can do one of two things. If you want them to upgrade all the time and you don't care because your process is fine, you can do what I did, which is set a run once ASAP, which means just give it a date and time run once in the past. But once it runs once, it's done. So if you reimage a machine, it'll never run it again. So what you do is you add a second schedule. The second schedule will be in a 24-hour period, install every, 4 hours. That's what I typically use. All right. Might still be booting up. All right, we're up. And as I was just saying, which we'll take a quick peek to show you one, and then we'll go bump the filters and stuff. Site servers, like I said, this is the one run once ASAP because it's no repeat and it's in the past. Okay. And then this one is in a 24-hour window every 4 hours. And what it's going to do is it's going to come up here and it's going to take, let's say, discover an inventory. If there was an inventory, I don't know which one, I didn't really look into it good enough, which one has an upgrade. But if we were to edit this and hit update results, it was 0. But anyway, so it'll be based off all of these. However, I believe, let's go non-site server. I believe we should have these. Oh, right there. See, we already have 3. So what we can do is that this machine will check in, every 4 hours and it will go. We can help bump it along. Let's go to manage jobs and tasks. While that's going, let me bring this up real quick. Okay. So last we checked was 803. Right? Here we go. Under samples, notification server is update client configuration. New schedule. Run it on all lab machines. Which is 4 devices. And we're going to say schedule. Yeah, you can click it. You can double click it. Double click or click here. I'll tell you which ones have ran. So Windows 11 is already checked in. If we come here, yep, remember it's just 803, I believe, or something. Package finished to download. Symantec Management Agent. Altiris is a slow, set it, forget it. It takes time. DS, aka deployment solution, was the do it now tool. So one of the problems we have is waiting to retry download. So as I was saying, there's a lot of bumping and nudging that needs to be done. If we let this go, it's 8:37 tonight. Let's go by tomorrow morning. We'll come in. All agents, main agent, sub-agents will be done. If you're in a rush, it is time consuming. You can bump things along. And let's take a look how we do that. First thing I do, and most likely everybody should have to do, is you log into the server, the Altiris server itself, right? Of course, click in the password spot. Put your password. Close. What we're going to do is simple. Take the Altiris agent on the box, click update here. Whether anything. Typically on a deployment server, first you want to come here on the Altiris NS, check it in, then you manually check in task servers, package servers, and you can use that other job as a task to do so, which actually, yeah, should checked in already. All right. Settings, resource membership update. So I'm going to play around with figure out how to do something here. So at work, we had very slow performance, and it was due to SQL being on one large hard drive, not on multiples, which is what we have here. After it's a lab, it's on an SSD, shouldn't be bad, but I do notice performance issues. So you always want to do the filter update first, then the policy, and the policy super quick. Let's check this guy back in. Requesting. Come on. Kick it in. No new. All right, let's do this. Because we're bumping things. This administrator. Let's stop ESXi client. Oh, it's just the package was downloading. What I was going to do is I'm going to stop the agent, go in and delete the XML in the software delivery folder, and then start the agent back up. And what we'll do is we'll actually force it to grab a new XML file. Downloading, waiting to retry. Really? Come on. Got 3 spots to grab it from. It's right there. Come on. Like I said, it will go. Oh, that didn't go. Come on. This is always the thing. You just got to wait for things to line up. Kind of a pain now and then. When you're in a rush. All right, Ed, we're going. It's actually working. It was that little wait game. Just clicking buttons and clicking buttons. I'm not 100% sure, but this might have been it. So at work, We use HTTPS only for communication. We do not use UNC path. We do not use HTTP. If you leave HTTP checked off under communication profile, it doesn't work right. You have to uncheck it. So since I'm not using HTTPS here, I unchecked it. I hit save. I checked the machine in, and within seconds, it was already installing. Okay. Let's take a quick peek. Okay, basic inventory was just sent. Let's pull over this, right? So 872, I see it right here. 872339. Here, okay, do an arrow. Go figure. I thought it was a pen. We have 7. That metering hasn't changed. We got 3939. So anywhere there's a 7, that was the minor upgrade. That's the main NS agent so far. Means the sub agents, if any of the point fixes affected them. Once again, let it sit all night, or you can go in, bump the server again. You could do a delta, a lab, so it doesn't take long. I know when I run this, it's like 20 minutes. So here it should just be a minute. And then the policies is a second. All right, actually it was like 20 seconds, and that was a second. Check this machine back in. Requesting. Let's see what we get here. If we may not have any sub-agents, that's what I said. But we do, I believe. There's new configuration. And the show internal packages will give us, when we do expired, we can see the different ones that have come down. All right, new config, but that's it. I'm just going to let it sit here as that. We're running help about 872337. It was 2339. Oh. 2337 is the old one. So I'm not sure. Hopefully things will fix itself and resolve itself. So we're going to just let it go. But right there, hot fixes are done and installed.